try to tell this story really fast, right? So this happened so long ago, but my brother, one of my older brothers and I, we were in New York City. We were hanging out in the village, walking around by Washington Square and the park and just being young and dumb. There was a drink at the time called Crazy Horse beer, and that stuff had, it must have had liquid crack in it, because I swear when you drink that stuff, you just did the craziest things. So I drank the Crazy Horse beer, got really, really drunk, and we were walking around, and in the PATH train station, there was this homeless guy sitting on the floor asking for change with a cup. And I don't know for what reason, I don't know why, I got the urge to kick the cup out of this guy's hand. So I said, you know, real funny, hey, watch this, guys. And I tried to kick the cup out of the homeless man's hand. I did. And as I tried to kick the cup, I swear this dude never moved. He stood there like, change, change. And I tried to kick that cup with all my might, right? And that guy never moved, but somehow my leg went right past the cup, and somehow the velocity of the swing of my kick lifted me off the ground, and I started falling down these flights of steps down the train station. The next flight, for some strange reason, I couldn't catch my balance. It was like 3 flights. I was at the, I was at the bottom of the steps at the train station like this. Help me! my brother Andre ran down the steps. He ran down there. He was like, Marcus, what was that? I thought you was a martial artist. I was too busy like, help me. And I was in so much pain. I was drunk. I was hurting. Those steps hurt, man. And my brother picked me up off the ground, dusted me off. And then he helps me back all the way back up the steps. I'm walking like this. And then I take the change, because I see the homeless guy. He's still there looking at me after I get back up the flights, and he's looking at me like this, and he's holding the cup. And I stopped, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I just dug in my pocket, and all the change I had in my pocket, even the cash, I just put it in the cup, and I walked off. And you know something? What I realized when I walked away? Just because you are homeless doesn't mean that God doesn't know your name. Doesn't mean that you're not important to God. There was something about that homeless man that God had that man on his mind, and was not going to allow anybody, even a drunk 20-something-year-old Marcus, kick the cup out of his hands. So let me just say this to you, and the point of this story is simple. You can't judge a book by its cover and think that just because a person looks a certain way, maybe they're down at that time in their life, or they're going through some hardships in their life at that time, it doesn't give you the right to kick them while they're down. Be careful who you try to kick when they're down. You may be kicking one of God's angels.